following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network.
Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishas. It's time to focus for this Monday, March the 2nd, and we're back to exclusively being on YouTube. Glad to be a part of that. Appreciate all the time on Raise the Bar TV, but if you want to find us now exclusively on the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel, I advise you, if you like what you're hearing, like the video, subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. We're Monday through Thursday, 3:12 Central. Every day we're focusing on something new in Chicago sports. And then as well, so like I said, subscribe and comment as well. We'll always address that stuff as always. So today, our first one, we're focusing on the Chicago Bulls and what their week was. And then we'll also preview what their week coming up. So let's take a look at what they got. This is what they got coming up. This past week, of course, Thursday, they lost to the Portland Trailblazers 121-112. Again, a team that they're young, but again, that put the Bulls, that was their 10th straight loss, and they are 10th or 11th, whatever it was, straight loss. They went 0-11. Well, I guess it would be 11 in the month of February. So they did not win one game in the month of February. That first off is embarrassing. And I mean, just the way this team has came out and just, I mean, I guess it's what you want. But I think once again, the Bulls did it half-ass. And then Sunday, we did, of course, the Fan Focus 4 finale. Bulls were able to come out. They were struggling early against the Milwaukee Bucks. They were down by 20 points at one, or 10, 15 points. And then the second half, the Bucks really didn't do anything. They had no Giannis, but the Bulls finally able to end that losing streak. And of course, once this calendar switched to another month, they got a W. So they're able to win 120-97. Which actually is probably, I mean, as of right now, they are the 9th pick in the NFL or the NBA draft. But the Bucks are right behind them. So, I mean, wins right now aren't really a good thing, but it's nice to just get that long losing streak out of the way. So they take care of that. Let's take a look at the preview for the week. Tuesday, they faced the defending NBA champion Thunder, who've been obviously are really, really good. Have kind of struggled recently. That'll be 7 o'clock on Chicago Sports Network. Thursday, they'll be at the Suns. Face Devin Booker and those boys, 8 p.m. Chicago Sports Network, and then Sunday at the Kings. Then they got 2 against the LA Lakers, so they're away from the United Center for a while. So it's gonna, I mean, the Kings are probably the next one you could circle as almost a guaranteed win. The Chicago Kings, as I call them, because they're just a team that overall have not. They're trying to tank. I believe they're going to get the number 1 pick in the draft, but. So the Bulls are able to end the losing streak, but just really an embarrassment of a franchise is this team right now. I mean, they couldn't even tank right. I mean, in all honesty, this is a team that should have started tanking and doing it better about 2 years ago. And then all of a sudden they're finally decide, oh, now's going to be the time. We could be close to watching a team rebuild. Instead, we got to watch a team get a couple play-in tournaments and get embarrassed last year on their home court against the Miami Heat. There's nothing exciting about this. I mean, I know, but this is, but now that we're in it, it's what's right for Chicago Bulls basketball. No matter how they did it, they're doing it. And I think that's what we want. We want the full-blown rebuild. A couple of years of this, get a couple of top 10 picks. You'd like to at least get up there in the 1 or 2. I mean, you see, I mean, it sucks that Giddey just signed the new contract and now he's going to have to deal with all this. So maybe he'll get traded. Buzelis seems like hopefully he's the cornerstone around this. I like some of the guys they got, but it's hard to judge a team. You're not even sure who's going to be on this team a week from now and when the season's over. So it's hard to get emotionally invested in this team when they're done, they're tanking, and you don't know who's going to be here starting next year. But at least you know the writing's on the wall that, okay, let's do a rebuild. Let's start over. But we just don't know where that's going to turn out. And like I said on the Fan Focus Live, on Sunday, they're the 9th pick. I believe the Bucks are right behind them. So we'll see if the Bulls catch up. But again, they have a long West Coast trip. They're probably the only game they look like they're going to win are against the Kings next Sunday. So we'll see what happens there. So the Bulls do lose to the Blazers 121-112. They beat the Bucks 120-97. And this week, Tuesday, they're at home against the Thunder. Then they begin that long West Coast road trip. They're going to be at the Suns on Thursday, at the Kings. That's Thursday, and then at the Kings on Sunday. So we shall see how that all goes as the tanking begins, and we'll be here to cover it all this year, and then of course next year as well to see what happens next. So that'll do it for us. So next week we'll have another focus on the Bulls, see where they're at, and as the tanking continues. But just franchise, they can't even do that right. They've again, all of Jerry Reinsdorf teams have done this. They half-assed it all. It took them. They've been half pregnant, just like the White Sox were for years. Now they're starting to come along where they could have been coming along 3 or 4 years ago if they just finally admitted it. They can't get out of their own way, the Reinsdorfs. And I mean, they just want asses in the seats. Bulls still sell out, but I mean, people are going to get pissed off too. So we'll see what happens. So Bulls finally end the losing streak, and I'm sure they'll start a nice fresh one this week as well. So everyone, that comment below your thoughts. Are you watching the Bulls? Are you invested? Are you glad they're finally doing the rebuild? Do you think they should have kept some of the guys? I think there's a few of them they could have kept, but neither here nor there. Like the video if you like what you hear, and subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. Every Monday through Thursday, we are focusing on Chicago sports, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of every Monday episode, because every day we have a starting lineup for the week. We told you the Bulls were going to be Monday. The rest of the week, every Monday, we're going to show you the rest of the schedule to close it out. We'll be back tomorrow with the you're going to find out who we're with. We'll be back tomorrow at 3:12 Central. Everyone, I'm Ryan Yanishatis from the Hello Chicago Network. We're the focus of Chicago sports.